I'd like to welcome you inside of LeRoy Hayes Field in Thermopolis, Wyoming, home of the Thermopolis Bobcats. And we are blessed to be bringing this to you here from LeRoy Hayes Field on Senior Day as the Thermopolis Bobcats take on the Mountain View Buffaloes. Buffaloes heading into this game undefeated, coming off a win over the Whirling Warriors. I think they're taking on Lyman next week. Bobcats coming off a win over Lyman last week in overtime. They'll be playing Pinedale next week. Kick is up and away for Mountain View, and we are underway for Senior Day here for the class of 2025. Running out to the far side is Aaron. He's got some room to run. Past the 30, past the 40, midfield, far side 40, still on his feet, and he's finally brought down. Wow, what a way to start out this game here on Senior Day. It's Aaron's showing off here on that first play. Knocked out 11 seconds on the board, and we can officially get this game started. The Bobcats against the number one team, not just in 2A West, but all of Class 2A. The only team that is, I think, the only team that can really compete with them on that scale is the Bighorn Rams. There'll be a keeper by Dukes to the near side, and misses one tackle. He's brought down on the near side hash. I couldn't catch who made the tackle there, but second down coming up for the Bobcats, and I don't care how the rest of this game. We're waiting for this one for a long time, or I guess by a long time I mean all day. The rain came through this morning and has made the field slippery. On the tackle there, that is Race Carr. That's a heck of a name. Race Carr, the junior, on the tackle. By the way, we'll probably still be contending with this internet stuff going on. We dealt with it during the JV game against Grable. We actually had to leave the event because it was not letting us stream. We apologize if the stream cuts in and out. There's not much we can really do on that end. Lining up in shotgun is Dukes. The snap, he'll keep it. Running up the middle, he's got some room to run, and he is brought down inside the 20, and that'll bring up a red zone alert for your Thermopolis Bobcats. 10:25 on the board here. Second down, and I think it'll be 7 coming up here. Yep, there we go. Not as cold as I actually thought. It's about 40 or so degrees here in Thermopolis. You can see on the camera feed, it's a little cloudy still. However, there should not be any more rain on the way, at least according to AccuWeather. So, should remain dry for the rest of the game. Run up the middle for Stam, and he's immediately taken down. A great job there by Thomas Elizondo on the tackle there, the junior. Mountain View does not have very many seniors to speak of. They have about 5 seniors that I'm counting here. Everyone else is either a junior, a sophomore, or a freshman. It's a lot of freshmen. And you can see there on the video feed, a lot of people to go around. Keep in mind, I think the Mountain View High School serves Mountain View, obviously, but also serves to the nearby town of Uri. So you got a lot of players to choose from compared to a lot of these 2A schools. The snap. There'll be a pass play here. Dukes rolling out to the left side. Goes to the left, and it's going to be incomplete. Intended for Aarons on the play. I think it was intended for Ryan Aarons, actually. So it'll bring up 4th down for the Bobcats here. So red zone already exactly working out for the Bobcats there. Oh, wait, hold on. I think we saw the referee make a hand gesture there. I thought there was a flag on the play. By the way, today is a pink out day for the cheer squad and the players alike. Student section supposed to wear pink today. I think that's at least what I heard from the Hot Springs County High School cheer squad. It is a pink out day, obviously, for breast cancer awareness. It is October, after all. A run here up the middle. He's going to run to the far side. It's Aaron's! He's got it near the chains, and I think he's marked down just a bit short. So Mountain View, I think, should be taken over here at about the 11-yard line in Bobcat territory. And Chris Aarons has definitely been contributing a lot here so far in this game. We know that kickoff return that got him in this situation in the first place. So Mountain View will take over 1st and 10. Actually, ball's on the 15-yard line, according to our scorekeepers here. 9:15 to go here in the first quarter. Here on Senior Day, you are watching the Thermopolis Bobcats on 2 Basin Sports Network, the voice of Boysen and the voice of the Bobcats. The snap, it'll be a pass, a bit of a bullet to the far side. It's caught. bounds. I'm trying to get the number on the catch there. It looks like number 21. So, actually, yeah, it is Brockton Walker, the senior, one of the rare seniors we see on the field here today. Lights are already starting to come on here at LeRoy Hayes Field. The student section, which is actually just made up of a bunch of little kids right now, is getting loud. The cheerleaders look excited to be here. There'll be a pitch to the near side here. Number 44 on the run. He tries to bulldoze his way through. And it looks like that was Roper Buckley on the carry there for Mountain View. He's listed as two different numbers here. I think this might be part of their JV roster too, because he is listed as a sophomore. He is listed as number 60 and number 44. Right now he is wearing the number 44, so we're just going to assume that that was Roper. He's the only one with the 44 on our roster. By the way, thanks to the Riverton Ranger and their sponsors for bringing out the rosters every week here to Thermopolis Bobcats home games. I'd be lost without y'all. Not sponsored by them, by the way. Just a shout out. It's going to be a snap from shotgun. He's going to run, or it's going to be a fake run, run up the gut for the quarterback. And it looks like he was stopped just past the first down. Bobcats doing a fantastic job, all things considered, hanging on here on the defensive side of the ball. Mountain View does get the first down, but they did not get too many yards on the carry. They kind of caught me off guard, too, because it was a fake handoff, and then the quarterback ran it up the gut. So, hey, like I say every single week when stuff like that happens, it's supposed to trick players, but it looks like it's a tricking. And now here in the first quarter, the snap will be a pass play. Near side, it's caught. And he breaks two tackles. He's finally brought down by Armani Dukes. The catch is made by number 2 on the play. That is Isaac Linford. We've heard his name a couple of times over the years. He was a junior last year. Oh, wow, how times have changed. Or how time has passed, I should probably say. Once again, to our fans who are watching rather than listening, and also might be impacting the audio too, internet is not great here at Hot Springs County High School, so we are having trouble with the stream. We apologize for that. Nothing we can do. A run to the far side from Matthew. He hurdled a man, and he's going to be taken down close to the sideline. That was Justice Platt on the carry there for the Buffaloes. And he made that look pretty easy. He actually looks like one of the Bobcat defenders tried to go for the feet there, and he was able to jump right up over him. And right now, just off the small sample size I've seen, Mountain View, a very athletic team here. It's really no wonder why they're sitting at 7-0 right now. They've really had not much competition this year, at least according to their score sheet. But they've won some pretty good games here. The snap, it'll be a pass play. It's going to be a throw downfield. And it is almost picked off. Dale Dukes there on the attempted interception. On Brockton Walker. And so with that, that'll bring up a 2nd down and 10 situation for the Mountain View Buffaloes. They're not past Bobcat territory yet. However, they are trying their best. They're slowly but surely starting to, they're really not, I don't think they're starting to just yet, but they are trying to wear down the Bobcat defensive line here. Shotgun set for the Buffaloes. One man in motion. It's Walker. It'll be a pitch play. He'll run to the near side. And Nolan Collins trying to get tackled there. A stiff up, and he'll make the tackle anyway. I think that was Zane Stam there in on the tackle. And so that'll bring up 3rd down for the Buffaloes. 3rd down, and it looks like 4 coming up. Or 3rd down. No, that doesn't sound right. 3rd down and 3. Oh, I thought they said 3rd and 5. Once again, the LEDs are broken on that little panel right there, so we can't really tell. But halfway through the first quarter, 6 minutes to go here in the first here on Senior Day here in Thermopolis. The fall Senior Appreciation Night here. I think at halftime they'll have a ceremony here for the class of 2025. There'll be a quarterback keeper, and he is going to run to the outside. He almost got taken down. He's going to have it far side 40, still running on his feet. And Isaac Linford, I think they're the carry, able to exploit the Bobcat defense there. It looked like the Bobcats were about to get a sack there. There were 2 different Bobcats there on the attempted tackle, but he does get himself through. By the way, that is Justice Platts, not Isaac Linford. We apologize for that little oversight. To be fair, Lidford's wearing 2, Platts is wearing 3. There's not much of a difference there between the numbers, so we apologize for that. But shotgun set here for the Buffaloes. Bobcat line trying to get a little bit of an edge here. They're lined up about a yard in front of the center here. Shotgun set as it's been all game. We haven't seen the Mountain View Buffaloes go under center. This could be a pass play. No, it will not. It'll be a quarterback keeper, I think, for Platts, and it will be a small gain there as he's brought down to the 35-yard line, maybe the 34. It'll bring up second or third down for the Buffaloes. So it looks like the official tally was a 3-yard gain for the Buffaloes. So actually 2nd and 7 coming up here. 5:12 to go in the first quarter. You're watching Varsity Football on Two Basin Sports. Over the voice of Boys and the voice of the Bobcats. The snap from shotgun will be a fake handoff. He'll go up to pass. Throws it to the right side. Collins tried to defend him, and it is caught. And it will bring in a touchdown off of Colby. Buffaloes will take the lead here, trying to spoil the Bobcats' senior day. And so Mountain View, fortunately the camera, we might have panned it a little too far, so I don't think we got Royce there, but the touchdown, number 22, Nolan Collins tried to defend there. Unfortunately, quarterback kind of placed it way too perfectly there for Collins to get to it. Royce comes in and he hauls in the catch. So the extra point attempt here, getting ready to hold the snap, is going to be Race Carr. And it is blocked! Stam went up the middle there. Landon Celeste was the guy trying to attempt the extra point. We'll step aside. Mountain View keeps it a 6-0 game. You are watching Varsity Football on Two Basin Sports. I'm the voice of the Bobcats. Back-to-back games against Bridger Valley opponents. This one pans out. We'll be right back. 6-0 Mountain View when we come back. Like to welcome you back in case you missed it. Mountain View scored a touchdown off of a fantastic floater from Justice Platts to Colby Royce. The two juniors working in tandem there. A passing touchdown for the Buffaloes. They are now up 6-0. However, Zane Stam came up and spoiled the party by blocking the extra point. Bobcats will be now back to return to get their second offensive drive getting ready to start. Last time Aarons was able to run it up the far side to get it into the 40. Bobcats were able to get it into the red zone on their last attempt. However, the drive stalled out at the 20-yard line. So they're going to try again here. The kick is away, and it's caught by Aarons there on the far side. He's going to try and run his way near the hash, and he is going to be brought down. I think I saw number 23 there on the tackle. And if I was right, then that was Levi Jones, the junior, almost said sophomore. So check that. It was actually Del Dukes on the return. Aaron's usually, okay, you got to understand why I got confused there. Aaron's usually returns there on that far side. Del Dukes usually has that near side to himself. That's kind of where I got that one mixed up, so we apologize there. However, they're both wearing arm sleeves, so it's kind of difficult to tell. Kind of wearing similar outfits here, so it's kind of difficult to tell who's who when the numbers are. We're actually a step up from where we normally broadcast. We're actually up on the very far, or like the highest bleacher possible here, alongside the 40-yard line on the west side of the field. So the snap, and it'll be a run to the near side, and it will be a small gain on the play. Couldn't catch who got the run there. And it looks like we got a timeout coming up here. It's going to be a Bobcat timeout, so we'll take a quick break as Boone Bowker wants to talk it over with his kids here. We'll be right back. You are watching Bobcat Football on Two Basin Sports as the train rolls in. That's the perfect backdrop right there. We are heading up to Corfana Field in Pinedale next week as the Bobcats take on the Pinedale Ring. Their final game of the season. The snap drops back to pass. Armani Dukes looking to launch it deep, and he's got a man at score! Down far side 30, he steps out! I think that was Del Dukes there, and he got it right there in his breadbasket. A perfectly placed pass for the Dukes, from one Dukes to another on that far side. The Bobcats. Oh, for Lord's sakes. Okay, we are having issues with the internet here, so we are cutting in and out. Once again, LeRoy Hayes Field does not have a very good Wi-Fi connection. There's nothing we can do about the connection right now. We do not have like a personal hotspot we could use. I could probably try to set the TBSN hotspot during the second half, but I can't promise anything. Right now, you're just going to have to deal with what you got. So, there was a penalty on the field there. It looks like it was against Thermopolis, so they'll send them back a little bit here. It looks like a 15-yarder, so that's going to put the Bobcats in a pretty bad spot. 50-yard line, so right there, they're right there in neutral ground. Bobcats making some noise here. 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Mountain View bringing out the cowbells here as they normally do, and they run to the far side, the fumble. And let's see who picked it up on the play here. And it looks like the Bobcats recovered there. So with that, they'll keep the play going. Second down and long coming up here. Looks like second down and 23, I want to say, or 25. Either way, not great field position for the Bobcats, and the Buffaloes have been, wow. It looks like it's kind of like the Wyoming Indian in the Whirling game where, where the away side kind of matched the same amount of fans on the home side. The drop back for the pass here, Armani Dukes far side. He's going to roll out, looking to throw, doesn't have anywhere. He's going to be forced out of bounds. Third down is coming up, and a great spot for Dukes to be in there. And Bobcats continue to just, unfortunately, just not have a great drive. Someone here for volleyball. I don't know who it is, but the bus has like a green lettering on it. If anyone knows who volleyball is playing tonight, please let me know.
Third and long.
So third down is coming up for the Bobcats here. 3:20 to go in the first quarter. Bobcats had a fiery start to the game, but Mountain View has not let it go past that point. They got truck horns and cowbells on the Mountain View side. He'll throw back the pass here, and it is intercepted by the Buffaloes on the attempted pass, I think, to Del Dukes, and unfortunately did not float quite well enough there. An excellent vertical on that young man, though, as he was able to grab it right out of the air. Had to jump for it. Mountain View will take over for their second offensive drive of the game. So Mountain View back on offense. Last time they got the score off the pass from Justice Platts to Brockton Walker. And they're going to try here again, trying to get their second touchdown here on two guys. In the backfield, you can take a look at Roper Buckley. He's kind of been their main runner today, or at least their main running back. Well, Justice Platts has also gotten some carries today, or has gotten him some carries himself here as the QB. But mostly the man to watch here is probably going to be Roper Buckley. In motion. Looks like it was Rhett Hunt on the motion there. He trucks his way through, and he will be brought down by a pride of Bobcats there on the play.
Zane Stan, the first Bobcat on the tackle.
So Zane Stan made initial contact there. Now, this is a tale of two streams here because now we have perfect internet right now, perfect bars. So hopefully the stream will continue to remain stable. It hasn't gotten so bad that we can't stream. However, it has made the video choppy, which has just been this tale of our home coverage this year. And we've been on the road. We've had some pretty good coverage, but lining up here. Looks like coming around the other side would be Buckley. For the Buffaloes, he'll drop back to pass. looking for everything he can. He'll roll out to the right side, throws on the run, and it is incomplete on the attempted pass to Brockton Walker, the junior, on the play. That could have been a really good play for the Buffaloes. Unfortunately, probably I would imagine it's probably a pretty slippery ball off the right, but Bobcats trying to hold firm here on third down and I think 6. No, third down and I think 8 probably. Again, the LED throwing this off there on the scoreboard. Third down and 8 coming up for the Buffaloes. Bobcats have had a pretty decent day on the defensive side of the ball today. Shotgun set. It'll be a pass play here. Looking to throw under pressure. I think it's Boscoro sending him pressure to him, and it'll be incomplete off the that was Buckley trying to get a hand on it there. Rolls off the front of his fingertips there, and it'll bring up fourth down and 8. 2:11 to go here in the first quarter. And here they come, getting ready to punt it away. First time they've had the punt today. It looks like Gavin Huntington, I think that's a 6 I see there on the jersey. But Huntington back to punt it away. It looks like it'll be Dukes back to return. Bit of a sky-high kick here for the Buffaloes. It'll drop near the 30-yard line, and it looks like it'll be down here by number 22, Colby Royts. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter as Bobcats will take over. Bobcats have had Bobcats have had 2 attempts here on offense. Looks like it'll be their third offensive set. Bobcats have been unsuccessful both times. The drive stalled out on their first one off the Aaron's return, and then a great pass play on the second drive. Unfortunately, it did not get much farther than that because of a lot of issues there. A keeper for our Dukes. He'll weave his way through. He's done. He's got He's done 30, 20. And he'll be brought down near the red zone on the tackle. I think that was either Cameron Hamblin or Gavin Huntington. I think it was Hamblin on the tackle. Armani Dukes lowered his shoulder there. It looked like Hamlin was ready to make the hit. And he did get the tackle. Unfortunately, not as great of a boom as he probably would have hoped for. Armani Dukes did get a couple yards off of that. And this is a red zone alert for your Thermopolis Bobcats. 1:30 to go here in the first quarter. Shotgun set. He's got Stam and Aarons to both hips here. Chris Aarons, I should probably say. The snap and a handoff to Zane Stam to the far side. He is brought down, I think, by 2 different Buffaloes on the play. I couldn't catch who brought him down first. 1 minute to go here in the first quarter. The Bobcats trying to break into the end zone here. Remember, the number 1 team in all of Class 2A. A team that is better than Bighorn right now in Class 2A rankings. And if you're better than Bighorn, then you know that you're good. Bighorn is kind of like the gold standard, it feels like, for Class 2A football. Armani Dukes getting ready for the snap-off shotgun, and he does. He'll run it himself. Pitches it out on the option. Aarons is not going to get too far there. I think he ran just a little too far to the sideline there. Probably should have tried to cut inside if he could have there. 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. We'll bring up third down and long here as they'll get past the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 11. Or sorry, so they'll be stopped behind the original LOS. 3rd and 11 coming up. Clock ticking here. 10 seconds to go here in the first quarter. I don't know, are the Bobcats going to try and let it run down, or do they not have enough time on the play clock to do so? It looks like they will, so the buzzer will sound, and that will conclude the first quarter. You are watching Senior Day football on 2Basin Sports, over the voice of the Bobcats since 2018. 6-0 when we come back, Bobcats trailing here at home. Right talking back. It's in the goal line, but he does get close. And Zane Stam giving the Bobcats their first real big chance at a touchdown here. They were in the red zone twice this game. Of course, the drive stalled out on the 20 in their last red zone attempt. Now they have a chance to get into the end zone here. There'll be a tush push here. And touchdown, Eagles. I'm just joking. Touchdown, Bobcats! And it is a tush push play there for the Bobcats that get them in for 6. And we have a tie ball game here against the number 1 team in the state. Getting ready for the extra points. That will be Cannon Boren. We saw a little bit of this kid and what we could see in the JV game as quarterback, but he's in at starting kicker here. It is up and it is through. So Cannon Boren maintains his stellar kicking record here. To bring up a 7-6 game here as the Bobcats take the lead. But can they hold on to it? We'll be right back. You are watching Bobcat football here on Senior Day. Back inside of Hot Springs County High School here at LeRoy Hayes Field. The Bobcats and the Buffaloes back-to-back games against Bridger Valley opponents. Last week they were in Lyman taking on the Eagles. Won that game, I think 27-20 in overtime. I think Matt Buckner was that guy that made the stop in that Lyman game that led to a couple of other unfortunate incidents that we have since moved on from. Kind of. But Cannon Boren getting ready to kick it away here, completing the doubleheader for Bridger Valley teams. It was Lyman last week. Now it's Mountain View, literally a 10-minute drive from Lyman. You just got to turn left at Uri, and you're there. Mountain View is such a... I mean, the entire Bridger Valley is one of my favorite regions in Wyoming, but Mountain View is a really beautiful place, a really beautiful town. And far side, here comes Mountain View on the return, and he is wrestled down just past the 25. I think I saw Brockton Walker on the return. The ambulance lights are still on. I don't know why that is, but I hope that's not a breach of NFHS or WHSAA rules, because actually, it looks kind of cool. It is blinding me a little bit. It will be probably a little bit of a problem once the ball moves into that side of the field if the lights are still going. But they'll tell the ambulance crews eventually, I'm sure. Anyway, they run to the far side, and the big guy on the carry there, the sophomore Roper Buckley. Look at this, 6 foot, 235 pounds. This guy is a Mack truck for this Buffalo team. Or not Buffalo, good Lord. We're not in Class 3A. I meant to say Mountain View. This guy is just like a huge guy playing at the running back position. This guy's going to run over a lot. If he hasn't already, he's probably victimized a lot of defensive lines. I mean, Mountain View is 7-0 coming in this game. He's terrorized 7 different defensive lines throughout the course of the season. Drops back the pass. It's Justice Platts with a pass over the middle, and it looks to be, I think, caught or check that. I might actually be wrong. I actually missed it. Incomplete. So it was a bullet there. Faster than a speeding bullet. It's a pass made by Superman, apparently. Third down and 6. Bobcats were able to successfully stop this Mountain View offense on the last drive. However, Mountain View there's been a pattern here with these Bridger Valley teams. Last week against Lyman, the offense kind of just chipped away at the Bobcat interior and eventually broke down to the point where the linebackers had to come in and clean up plays. I think Mountain View's kind of trying to do that. They're trying to wear down, and now good luck doing that in this cold weather, but they're trying to break down. It looks like a timeout by Mountain View real quick. We'll just get our word in real quick before we take a break. But it's just kind of like they're chipping away at the D line. They're trying to break them down so they can set up for some big plays later in the game. So that's why I'm not exactly too excited right now for the lead, but we'll just have to see what happens. Mountain View uses their first of 3. We'll be right back. You are watching Senior Day Football on TBSN, the voice of the Bobcats. Mike talking back inside of LeRoy Hayes Field, home of the Bobcats. We got cheerleaders throwing stuff into the stands. I don't know what they did this last game against Cokeville. I don't know what they're throwing into the stands right now. It looks like some kind of candy or something, but it kind of looks like crab, like the false crabs that you see at Max Market. But rolling out to the left side here, it's Platts. He's going to throw under a lot of pressure, and it is Corey diving catch. I know I'm not supposed to get excited here for the away team, but Colby Roy once again hauling in a fantastic grab, and you can't help but get excited when you see stuff like that. That was an NFL grab by Colby Royce there on the near side. His quarterback threw it perfectly so he could go up and make the play, and that's the second time Royce has made a fantastic play like that this game. The quarterback Justice Platts has put him in a position where the ball is placed perfectly. The whole point here, if your guy's burning his man, you got to put him in a position where he can throw the pass and place the ball right in front of him. That's exactly what Platts was able to do, and has resulted in 2 massive plays. Throws a bullet over the far side. That one will not work out as well. It's actually to the point where I couldn't even see who the target was supposed to be. If I have to take a guess here, number 20, I think it was Rhett Hunt that he was trying to target there. A 6', 185 senior Rhett Hunt is. Now, Colby Royce is only 140, but he has got the vertical. He's got a vertical like I don't think I've seen in a while here in 2A football. It's literally, they're wearing purple helmets. They might as well be they might as well be the Minnesota Vikings, right? Or the K-State's not that good, are they? A run for Platts to the near side, and he is going to avoid one tackle. There's a flag down on the field. It's yellow this time. So with that, Justice Platts tries to make a play there, and this kid has been super fun to watch tonight. It's if I was in Bobcat fan mode right now, hardcore fan mode right now, I'd be like, why aren't they stopping him? But as an announcer, up here calling the game, I'm like, good Lord, this kid's talented. And I'm not just saying that because of what happened in Lyman. I'm trying to be more respectful to the other opponent. While that's part of it, I'm actually genuinely, really impressed right now with this kid. Platts has been a fantastic QB today. Mountain View, so that's going to make it 2nd down and 20, it looks like. Maybe it just depends on what the chain gang's doing. I think it might be more like 2nd and 16, actually. But the clock will continue to run here. 9:42 to go here in the second quarter. Bobcats up by 1. In motion is number 22, Colby Royce. It's going to be a pass play. Steps back under pressure. It's tipped, and he still gets it. Looks like it was Dafo on the tip there. And he'll be brought down. And the catch made by Rhett Hunt on the catch. So it'll bring up 3rd down and looks to be 11 or 12. It looks to be 11. So 3rd down and 11 is what the scorekeepers have it as. 9 minutes to go here in this second quarter. You are watching Bobcat football here on Senior Day. So Colby Royce and Rhett Hunt have been 2 people we've said a lot of their names up tonight. And these receivers have done so much here. Lining up near side is Brockton Walker, another guy we said a lot of tonight. Looks like 3 different receivers here. Drops back the pass. Running back stays to block. He'll roll it to the left side. And he is going to be brought down on the near side. The tackle made by number 77, Brody Sorensen. And Sorensen came in. He did not give up on the play. And this is actually a different team than what we've seen all season. These Bobcats are continuing to chase down these guys. They're not letting them get good plays off here. 4:15 to go, or sorry, 4th down and 13 here in this play here. 8:13 to go in the second half. But these Bobcats are significantly improved over the Lyman game, at least in my opinion. These guys have they're continuing to chase down these guys in the pocket, not letting them get a play off. The punt getting ready to go by Dylan Myers, far side. And it looks like it'll be hopped on by number 22 on the play there. So down by the Buffaloes. Colby Royts there, sorry. How did I forget his name? I've said his name a ton tonight. I should be able to connect the name with the number, but no. We're not like other commentators. We suck. Hey, we're low budget. We're running off of school Wi-Fi, and we got a webcam as a camera. Did you really expect ESP here? And if you want to change that, you should consider donating. I'm just joking. But no, seriously, this is ran by one person. Donations right now are the only way we can really afford to keep this going. We don't have any sponsors at the moment. And probably after the Lyman incident, we probably won't get any. So, far side here, he is marked down with a gain of about 4 or 5 on the play. It's really difficult from this vantage point. You can see right here, I'm going to pan the camera just a little bit. We are facing the 40-yard line here. That's facing the south end of the field. So right now, we are not in the greatest spot right now to be making great calls on that north end zone. So we apologize there. It's kind of like, it's kind of like the signage you see on car mirrors. Objects in the mirror are closer than they appear. Well, in this case, objects are farther than they appear. I thought it was like a really short run, but it turned out it's a gain of 5. By the way, I did not catch who got the run on the play. 7 minutes to go here in the second quarter. It'll be a run play up the far side here. And the cowbells ring as they are not able to. Buffaloes did not push them back, but the Bobcats did not push forward there. So no gain there, 35, off of a run by Zane Stam. 7-6 here. Bobcats still on top. Last time it was a run by Armani Dukes as he was able to get them in fantastic field position run. Buffaloes left that near side way too open, and the Bobcats took advantage. So that's how they got to this point. So it is still a dead heat here in the second. Dead heat on a cold day. That's a bit of an oxymoron. 6:25 to go here in the second quarter. In motion. Run to the far side. A pitch. They got room to run down the far side. First down, Bobcats. 6 minutes to go here off of a fantastic run to the far side. He broke through, or the quarterback was in a little bit of trouble there. Pitched it off to Aarons on the far side. He was able to break through. First down for your Thermopolis Bobcats. Keep in mind, guys, number 1 team in Class 2A, and I know the game's far from over. Okay, I know there's 30 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the game. But you got to admit, right now, even if the Bobcats don't do so well for the rest of the game, this first half has been something incredible to watch. Aaron's in motion. A fake handoff. He'll pitch it to the far side. That one actually works out his plan. He's still running. He's finally brought down. And the Bobcats making play after play after play after play. These guys have been doing fantastic. So that's another Bobcat. First down. 6 minutes to go here in the second quarter. And on a chilly day here at LeRoy Hayes Field, here in the heart of Wyoming, here in Hot Springs County, the Bobcats really making this heat up. The Buffaloes scored first. Oh, there was a timeout. It looks like we missed that, it looks like. We did not catch who the timeout was for, so we apologize for that. We were too busy talking, I guess. Well, shoot. It's a little too late now. If anybody was able to catch the referee's hand signals on the video feed, please tell me who got the timeout there. Because I did not pay. I will be honest with you, I did not pay as much attention as I probably should have. The run at the far side for Stam. Breaks through one tackle. He's brought down on the tackle by number 20, Rhett Hunt. Took him to the ground there for the Bobcats. Second down, it looks like. So, check that. Nope, never mind. So I almost said that would have been another Bobcat first down. It looks like it'll be second and inches here for the... Oh, never mind. So that's another Bobcat. First down off the run by Stam. 2 men to his hip here. Bobcats doing so much better, than I actually thought they probably would have here against Mountain View. A run up the far side for Stam. It'll bring up about a 4-yard gain on the play. And Stam here on Senior Day has been able to really make things happen. It's actually been really fun watching Stam pull this off. Same thing for Chris Aarons, too. You can't forget the stuff he's done today. Could have housed it on that first kickoff return. We've got to remember this. These seniors have been balling out today. This is their last game as a Bobcat here at LeRoy Hayes Field. They're taking this pretty seriously. They want to put out, they want to show, there's still one more game, obviously, after this. They're going to the next week. But they're showing out for these home fans here on their last game at this stadium, at least in the regular season. Bobcats in a must-win situation the next couple of weeks to make the playoffs. They run up the far side here for Aarons, and that will probably get up there for the first down, and I think it does. And that's another Bobcat first down.
First and 10.
4:39 to go off the run by number 32. So that was, I'm sorry, like 6 games later, I still can't, discern the two here. Chris Aarons on the run there. So Chris is 32, Ryan is 23. I will get that down before it's way too late. The snap and a run up the far side for Stam, and he is tripped up. Not much of a gain. It might have actually been a loss of 1 on the play for Stam. Either way, it'll bring up second down for the Bobcats. Coming up in about 4 minutes or so, we'll take a quick break, obviously, but I think they should be having an extended halftime for the senior night stuff here. So we'll have your Two Basin Sports Network halftime show. If you've been on our broadcast before, I give my thoughts on that first on the Wind River and Bighorn Basin. Obviously, playoff time is starting to come, so a lot to talk about here. They run the far side. He breaks through. He's still going down in the 30th down Bobcats. I thought he was dead to rights there on the far side, but going to be another Bobcat first down.
Good enough for another Bobcat first and 10.
Wow. The Bobcats, this is obvious. I think this is the best that they've played all season, if you want me to be completely honest with you. This has been the best that they've played all season. Yeah, the Tongue River game was pretty good, but and the fourth quarter of that Whirling game was pretty good too, but this is honestly the best that they've played for the entire game all season. A run up the far side. I think Aarons was there on the tackle or on the run. Thought a flag came in. It was just somebody tossed up the football there, but I think it was Chris Aarons on the run. Bobcats here on Senior Day and on Pink Night, I guess, or like a pink out. Even the cheerleaders have pink pom-poms tonight. It's been really awesome to see these guys play at their very best here. 2:36 to go in the half here before they hit the lockers. Second down and 4 coming up for the Bobcats here. It's a not quite a red zone alert yet just yet, but they will break through, so this one will be a red zone alert for your Thermopolis Bobcats. And that's another Bobcat first down as well off the run. So with that, 1st and 10 Bobcats as we approach 2 minutes to go in the half. Ball will be placed at the 18-yard line. This is their 3rd trip to the red zone today. Mountain View Buffaloes fans chanting defense over there on that far side here on the east bleachers. Both fan bases trying to rile each up here. Near side run, he will get not very far. He'll bring it up close to the 16-yard line is where they marked him down at. 1:35 to go here. Bobcats up 7-6, trying to increase the lead.
The tackle for
Mountain View had a very good start to the game here. They actually broke into the Bobcats side of the field twice in that first quarter. However, the game has completely gone in a different direction so far. It could still change. But right now, it's been a very good game for the Bobcats. 7-6 here. They got people lined up in three-point stances. 3 different running backs lined up in a three-point stance. Expect a power run here. The run and a far side attempt will not get very far. He did get some yardage, but not very much. Third down coming up on the 16-yard line in Mountain View territory. For those wanting to know who's who, I know we usually do at the top of the broadcast. Bobcats wearing the purple helmets with the white face mask, numbering on the left side of the helmet with the Bobcat claw mark on the right side. All gray shirt and pants with purple lettering and purple outline. Mountain View wearing their... it'll be a rollout to the right side. It's going to be picked off. And he's going to try going low here, and Dale Dukes going to wrap him up first and take him to the ground. So a pick there. Not a great throw by Dukes.
That
there is a flag on the play, so we're going to have to see what that's for first before we say anything definitive here. There's a flag over on the far side of the field.
Get all of our seniors to meet Mrs. Wick down on the track.
Trying to see what the flag was for. It looks like the ball's still going to be placed. So 1st and 10 coming up for the Buffaloes. So it could be a lot worse, though. They are still in Bobcat territory. There is 20 seconds to go. I think the Bobcats will be kicking to start the half, though. That's the problem. You want to try and get that touchdown before the half if you know you're going to be kicking. Driving back the pass is Justice Platts. He'll roll out to the far side. Nobody there to take him down. He's going to run past the sticks. He's going to evade 1 defender, evades 2, evades 3. He's still on his feet near side. A low tackle. He's taken down. Dale Dukes on the shoestring. And it looks like a timeout will be called here. I think a timeout for Mountain View, and it is. So we'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. You are watching the voice of the Bobcats. It's Thermopolis Varsity Football on Two Basin Sports Network. We'll be right back. Bobcats lead 7-6 with 4 seconds to go. I'd like to welcome you back inside of LeRoy Hayes Field in Thermopolis, Wyoming, home of the Bobcats. Review your 2A West standings real quick. Bobcats in a must-win situation. Worland also has to lose their game tonight. And if Worland loses their game tonight and the Bobcats win, the Bobcats will be in playoff position. They'll be in that 4th seed heading into the playoffs. However, there's still 1 game left after this. The snap by Platts. He'll drop back. He's going to throw deep. And a bomb coming up. And it is incomplete.
Pass falls incomplete.
I think it was intended for Isaac Linford. And that is going to sound the buzzer. I completely forgot that was going to be the last play of the half. And we'll be right back. Bobcats lead 7-6 here at LeRoy Hayes Field. We'll be back in about, I want to say 14 minutes or so. They're going to have the station here. This will be an extended 20-minute halftime. So we'll be right back on TBSN in about 10 or so minutes for your TBSN halftime reports. Bobcats lead 7-6 here at the half. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on Two Basin Sports Network. Here's a little bit of a break for halftime. I'd like to welcome you back inside of LeRoy Hayesfield, home of Thermopolis Bobcats. This is your TBSN halftime show. Try to make this brief. Let's give you willing to. There's so much more willing to like try and go after. There's so much more willing to try and like go up and make plays. You know, we've seen Armani Dukes. You know, he's thrown up a couple of really good plays there to Dell Dukes. Of course, he's got a little bit of stuff to improve still because that interception in the red zone in that second quarter, obviously, a bit of a blemish on what's been a pretty good day so far. The run game, as much as I criticize the Bobcats for using the run game way too much, they've made it work. And Armani Dukes, Zane Stam, and the Arians brothers, I say both of them because they've both done pretty well. They've done extremely well today. Zane Stam has lit up people today. Armani Dukes, we know about that. You know, we know about that couple dozen yard run he had in that second quarter, but you know, this is a run team that has definitely improved. I think Bowker, we're noticing it week by week. I noticed it in Lyman, and I'm noticing it this week. The offensive line has improved quite a bit. They keep this up, they're in good shoes. As for Mountain View, they may be down, but it's only by 1 point, and there's still a lot to talk about. I'm really impressed with what I'm seeing from people like, Rhett Hunt and Brockton Walker, especially. And of course, I'm not going to sit here without telling you about Colby Roy. The guy has had he's had two incredible receptions. One of them resulted in a touchdown. The other got him into the red zone. If Justice Platts continues to keep the composure he's had today and doesn't let this deficit get to him, which I doubt he is. Okay, let's be honest here. He's probably going to continue to go out. He's going to play with ice in his veins. But, I'm really impressed with Justice Platts. I'm really impressed with Colby Royce. I think if they continue, I think if if Brent Walk continues to call these plays, the Bobcats, yeah, they probably talked about it a little bit in the locker room, yeah. But I think if they continue to go with the course they're going, Mountain View could still have a pretty successful game, all things considered. Let's take a look at a couple scores from around the two basins here before we head back out onto the field. Starting off with, I accidentally closed the tab, so give me 1 second because I'm an idiot. Okay, so let's take a look. My fingers are cold and it's making it difficult to do this. Okay, so take a look at your scores for around the two basins, a segment of the halftime show dedicated to scores for around the Wind River and Bighorn basins. Let's take a look at your football scores. Starting off with Class 3A. Right now, the Jackson Broncs are playing in Powell, taking on the number 5 ranked Powell Panthers. They're in the first quarter. No score has yet been reported. Later on tonight, in 50 minutes, the Riverton Wolverines will be playing the Torrington Trailblazers as Torrington is in their first year of Class 3A competition. That game starts at 6 p.m. Riverton ranked number 3, Torrington ranked number 4. The Lander Valley Tigers taking on the Rollins Outlaws from Bill Bush Stadium in Lander. That game will start at 6 p.m. at Spike Van Noy Field. Right now, here in Class 2A, our rivals, the Worland Warriors, currently playing the Cokeville Panthers. Worland trying desperately to hold on to that playoff spot. Remember, if the Bobcats win tonight and the Warriors lose to the Panthers tonight, the Bobcats will be in that 4th seed. The Worland Warriors currently losing to the Cokeville Panthers 22-7. Bighorn Rams taking on the Tongue River Eagles today. Surprisingly, the Bighorn Rams will be hosting them at 6 p.m. Bighorn number 2 in Class 2A. Number 3 ranked Lovell Bulldogs taking on the Kemmerer Rangers. Kemmerer also trying to fight for a playoff spot. They take on the Bulldogs at 6 p.m. Other than that, we got Wyoming Indian who took on Wright. Wyoming Indian lost that game 64-6 over the Wright Panthers. And finally, the Rocky Mountain Grizzlies taking on the Shoshone Wranglers for the Shoshone Senior Night tonight at about 6 p.m. Ready to send it back out onto the field here as they get ready to kick it away. The Bobcats kicking off to the Mountain View Buffaloes. It is starting to rain here in Thermopolis. A kick kick across the center here, picked up, and he'll run it to the far side. And he's got a lot of room to run. He's past the 30. And he'll be brought down here on the play as we will change our scoreboard just real quick. We forgot to change the quarter, and we also forgot to add timeouts. How stupid of me is that? So Mountain View Buffaloes getting started here on their first drive of the half. Past couple of drives have stalled out for the Buffaloes. I'm not counting that last one because that was a 4-second long drive. But the Buffaloes trying to get that momentum back here in this game. Shotgun set for the Buffaloes. There'll be a snap. He'll roll out to the left side, looking to throw. Trying to use that right hand there. He'll sling it to the left side. It's picked up! Down Dukes on it near side! Past midfield is still on his feet near the 40. Gets his way around near side 30. It's finally brought down by the Buffaloes near the home stands. He'll bring up a first and 10 for your Thermopolis Bobcats.
15-yard return. The Bobcats.
Wow, you heard it there from the PA announcer. 15-yard interception for Dell Dukes. He was right there, he went up and made the play on the ball, and the Bobcats have it back. It's not in the red zone yet, but they're only 8 yards away. First and 10 for the Bobcats. Here comes Dukes under center. Sends Aaron's in motion. It'll be a pitch to the far side. He's got some room. It's pushed down to the ground from the back. He'll bring up second down on the play for the Bobcats off the run by Aaron's. Whew. That raised my blood pressure a little bit. I have a monster down here next to my camera tripod. I don't even know if I should. It's not even opened yet. I stopped by Maverick before I came into the game. Now I'm kind of wondering whether or not I should even use it. I feel like if I drink it right now, I'm going to have a heart attack if the Bobcats have any more good plays. The cowbells going on here on that far side of the field. A snap under shotgun for Dukes. He's being forced to throw here. Throws it to the near side. He is continuing to be brought down there. And he was there by Landon Salas. A holding call there for, I think, well, the PA announcer said holding. There is a flag on the play, though. Oh, it's intentional grounding on Armani Dukes of the Bobcats. I don't think I would really call that intentional grounding. He was under a lot of pressure there, threw it out toward the sideline. Then again, I've been watching this sport for my entire life. I still do not know what constitutes intentional grounding and what doesn't. It's just, the rule is just kind of confusing to me. Dukes was under a lot of pressure going toward that near side. There's really not much he could do. He was either going to throw it out of bounds, or he was going to try and, he was going to risk an interception. Last time he tried something like that, it was picked off near the goal line. So I don't blame Dukes for trying to throw it away there, but I don't know. Third down is coming up here for the Bobcats, a loss of a down. So third down in a Walmart parking lot for the Bobcats here. You know what? That comment used to get reactions from the crowd. Now it doesn't. Shotgun snap. It'll be a throw to the near side. It's caught by Zane Stam. He's still going. He's finally brought down. So it'll bring up fourth down here. Now you kind of have to wonder if the Bobcats, they're inside the Mountain View 40. So you kind of have to wonder here if they're going to try and punt it, if they're going to send Cannonboren out, which I doubt they are, or if they're going to try and go for it. Knowing Bowker, they probably will try to go for it. And they did that against Lyman. Got into a little bit of trouble by the Lyman fans for a couple of my criticisms of the coach last week. So I don't know. I'm just going to keep my mouth shut on this one, whether or not it works out. Dukes lined up, shotgun set. He's got a man to his left hip. The Purple Hats looking to get a conversion here. They got to get to the 20-yard line. Rolls out to the left side. He's going to throw across the middle, and it's caught. First down. He's got a first down and more. Here's on 10. Touchdown. Bobcats.
Touchdown.
Oh, my goodness. A fantastic play for the Bobcats there.
Yards. Touchdown.
Oh, man. Now I see why Bowker likes to be aggressive on plays like this, because sometimes, obviously, it won't work out, but other times it has led to plays like this. Bobcats get it in off a check down pass across the middle, and Zane Stam uses his legs to get in. And the Bobcats extend their lead 13-6. Kick is up by Boren, and it is going to hit the goalpost padding, so that will not be good there. Boren has very rarely missed those PATs. Maybe not a great hold there. Who knows what happened there. But 13-6 game here. Bobcats on top off of a massive touchdown on a throw from Armani Dukes to Zane Stam. We'll be right back. You are watching Bobcat football on Two Basin Sports Network, the voice of Boysen and the voice of the Bobcats. I accidentally shut off my microphone too early. Like to welcome you back inside of a cold one here at LeRoy Hayes Field. It's actually raised a degree since halftime. It is 45 degrees and mostly cloudy. However, it is spitting rain here at LeRoy Hayes Field in Thermopolis. It has the snow. There was a little bit of snow on top of Boysen Peak when we were coming over here, so it obviously did snow in the canyon. However, it has been mostly rain here in Thermop. No snowfall, nothing. Compared to the rest of the reservation that has gotten snow from what I've seen on Facebook anyway. Boren getting ready to kick it away, and the Bobcats, you cannot give the purple and gold this much momentum. And that one's going to fall there. He's going to pick up. He's going to run far side. He's got room to run now down near the 30-yard line. And he'll be taken up and brought down by, couldn't see the man who made the tackle. He's wearing pink sleeves. I'm going to keep my eye on him and see if I can't get the number. If he would turn around, it would make my job a little bit easier. It was number 3 on the tackle there that made the stop. So that is Casey McKay on the tackle there.
Turned off out in the parking lot. On the south end of the parking lot, there is a Dodge pickup.
No, that's not mine.
With their lights on, their fog lights. Did we get those turned off?
That's not my car, so I'm not worried about it. There's a penalty there, it looks like. So Mountain View is going to get taken back here. Mountain View just getting a little bit shaken up, it seems.
On the kickoff,
keep in mind, this is the number.
First and 10 from the own 10-yard line.
I was just waiting there to see if the PA announcer knew what the penalty was, because I sure don't. But the snap here, he's going to roll out to the left side, and there's another flag on the play there, and he is quite literally hopping mad. Justice Platt's there. It looks like it is false start on the Buffaloes.
Mountain View.
Or sorry, delay of game, actually. I thought I saw the wrist motion there. I'm trying to learn these referee sides, man. I'm trying. Okay, 2 years ago, I would not have known what that sign was, but now I do, obviously. But Mountain View with the delay of game call. There's no play clock here at LeRoy Hayes Field. If you go to Wheatland, that's a different story, though. There'll be a snap and a run up the near side. He is swallowed up by the Bobcat interior. And this is dangerous territory for the Bobcats as they are now behind, for the Buffaloes, as they are now behind their own 5-yard line. Rain makes these games extremely unpredictable. Even though it isn't exactly actively raining, that field is still slippery. It's been cold all day. There's been no chance for that rain to evaporate. This field is still about as slippery as you can get it. Mountain View has kind of come into the territory here. I thought it would be more of Mountain View's favor here, but the rain has they say rain's the great equalizer. Well, it certainly is here. 2nd down and 15 for the Buffaloes here. The snap from shotgun. He's going to run far side. Bobcats have to try and pick up on that. He's going to run past the original line of scrimmage, and he'll be brought down close to the sticks there. I think 3rd down will still be coming up here. So 3rd down, and looks like it'll be 3rd down and 5, I'd say. So a 10-yard pickup on the play by Justice Platts. 9 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. That amounts to 21 minutes to go in the entire game. Looks like the Mountain View Buffaloes still remaining in shotgun set. They've not really gone under center much this game, if at all. I think I can only count one time they've actually gone under center. Bobcats usually switch in and out between shotgun and pistol, but there'll be a pitch to the near side and... Sorry, not pistol, but ISO. There'll be a run to the near side. He's going to get the 1st down and just a little bit more than he needed to. It's going to bring up 1st and 10 for the Mountain View Buffaloes, but they are still well inside their own territory. I'd like to remind you, this broadcast is brought to you by viewers like you. Your donations or whatever, actually just watching this video, getting it out on the algorithm actually helps us quite a bit. We're heading to Pinedale, obviously, a little bit of travel stuff. We're paying out of this out of our own pockets, so I guess if you want to donate, links are in the description of the stream. There'll be a pitch to the outside. Probably could have just run it there. And he picks up about 7 yards, maybe even 6 on the play. Actually marked down 5. So we'll bring up 2nd and 5 here.
About 5 on the play for Bobcats.
8 minutes to go here in the third quarter. You are watching Bobcat football here on Senior Day here at LeRoy Hayes Field, although it's shortly going to start turning the night because the clouds are over. The sun's obviously going to start setting here in just a little bit. I think sunset's like 7-ish, like 7:12 or something. I don't know. I forgot what it was, but the snap, it'll be a fake handoff. Quarterback will keep it up the far side. He's going to miss 2 tackles, 3 tackles, maybe even 4 there. And brought down in a pile near the far side. Brought down by a pride of Bobcats over on that far sideline. 8 minutes to go in the third.
On the play. Forced out of bounds by the Bobcats. Brings up 3rd down.
So 3rd down and 5. Buffaloes have struggled on their previous drives. I think it's been 4 consecutive drives now, even counting that second quarter drive, that has just not resulted in anything for the Buffaloes. Their first ever drive, they scored. Ever since then, it's gone downhill for the purple and black. The snap, it'll be a run to the near side, and they'll pick up on it. Lowers his helmet, and he is still brought down near the side. One of the Bobcats came in full speed. Not so sure I agree with the way they were trying to tackle him there. Kind of grazed the front of his helmet there. But still, Bobcats get the job done. It brings up 4th and 3. Bobcats look like they're getting set to return. Looks like the Buffaloes will be punting it away, as getting set to kick it off will be number 5, Landon Salas, or Salas. There's 2 A's here, I'm sorry. The snap. That return is going to be, I don't know. Right up to the far side. He's got room to go, and he is brought down. I think that was Boren on the return, actually. I think I saw a 9 there. He's running toward the side. I actually checked that. It was not him. It was number 3. Wait. No, it was number 9, and it was not Boren. That is actually Jordan Garrison. We made the same mistake when we were in Lyman. They've been putting Garrison in the second half lately for these kickoff or for these punt returns, not kickoff. But he's done a pretty good job. Garrison has. His brother is going to be coming up to the high school level next year if he chooses to play football. Can't wait to see how that goes. Rolls out, avoiding multiple defenders there, but he's finally brought down there in the middle. And it looks like Dukes is a little slow to get up. Nope, he's fine. He's good. He's good. We're good. 2nd down is coming up for the Bobcats here.
Dukes on the keeper.
Starting to get a little bit chilly here. Like we said, 45 degrees at the halftime kickoff. It's like some yelling over there on the Mountain View sideline. Brent Watt, the head coach for the Buffaloes here, in motion. And looks like a run up the gut here for the Bobcats. Doesn't get far. It'll bring up 3rd down on the play. And very chilly here at LeRoy Hayes Field, and it's probably only going to get a little bit colder here until the final buzzer sounds. A lot of people here in their winter wear here. As you can see, running across the track, the Bobcat cheerleaders have their flags ready to go here. Oh, they're doing what they did against Worland, actually. Well, the cheerleaders didn't do it, the student section did, but they're running all the way across the, well, I guess they're just going to run over there to the long jump pit there, but that reminds me when our student section ran to the flags to the Worland side. It's a run up the middle here. Breaks free. He's going to stay on his feet, and he's finally brought down. 1st down for the Bobcats. Zane Stam refused to quit. Didn't go all the way down, I don't think. I think he just went to his knee there, and we got an injured player. Oh, Stam is down. We'll be right back. Take the camera off. We'll be right back. You are watching Bobcat football. Injury timeout for Thermopolis. Zane Stam is up, and he is walking to the sideline on his own power, it looks like. So hopefully just get him some water and take him out for a little bit. He should be back into the game here very shortly. And that's just a crying shame because, I mean, I hate it when seniors get hurt on senior night, no less. But, you know, he's had such a fantastic game tonight that it's just really difficult to see him go down. Obviously, you know, hopefully he'll be all right. If not for the rest of this game, hopefully he'll be there with us in Pinedale. But it just sucks to see a senior go down on senior night, especially when it's one of your best running backs. And this guy has had such a fantastic season, such a fantastic game, a fantastic high school career. And it's just such a shame. The snap. There'll be a run for Armani Dukes to the far side out near the chains, and he is brought down in front of a herd of buffaloes. Don't pet the fluffy cows there. 2nd down and 7 coming up. You know, it's actually kind of ironic because you know what we say at the end of our broadcast, don't pet the buffalo. When we're playing, we were supposed to broadcast back-to-back games against Buffalo-related teams. We were supposed to be broadcasting the Grable JV game. And obviously, they're the Grable Buffaloes. And now we're playing the Mountain View Buffaloes for Varsity. I think that'd be pretty interesting, considering our end-of-stream slogan. And the offensive line jumps there. It looks like it was Dukes who was lining up on the tight end. He is going to jump off, and it'll be false start on the Bobcats, so that will drive him back about 5 yards. 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. You're watching Bobcat football on Two Basin Sports Network, the voice of the Bobcats and the voice of Boysen. Our next broadcast, we head to Pinedale next week on Friday, and then Saturday, middle school girls basketball as they take on the Rocky Mountain Grizzlies. A run to the near side, and it will bring up a small gain on the play. I don't think I see Stam over there on the sideline. If I do, then I must be, or I guess I'm missing him. I must be blind. Yep, there we go. Zane Stam coming back into the game for the Bobcats. Coming off is going to be number 2.
Jones on the
Hold on one second. Coming off the field is, my hands are so cold I can't even turn the page. Bridger Pyle coming off the field there. He was in substituting for Zane Stam on that play. Moving up here, number 2, Isaac Linford was coming up, moving up, playing linebacker right there in front of him. Drops back to pass. They got a man going here. He'll roll out to the right side. He's got no room to pass here. He's going to try and get past a couple of Buffaloes there. And he is brought down on the play. I think number 62 made the play there. If so, that was Seamus Hamilton. The PA announcer actually pronounced it like Themis or something like that when he was doing the start. It's Seamus. I only know that because I used to watch wrestling when I was in middle school. So, obviously, the wrestler Sheamus. I guess in a way, WWE prepared me for this. 2:26 to go here in the third quarter. Under center. 2 receivers on top of each other here on the near side. Trying to run down the clock here, it looks like. I don't know what they're doing. And a timeout has been called by the Thermopolis Bobcats, so we'll take a quick break and step aside. 13-6, Bobcats on top here at LeRoy Hayes Field. You are watching 2A West football on Two Basin Sports Network for the class of 2025. We'll be right back. You are watching Bobcat. I just said that. We'll be right back here on Two Basin Sports Network. Nice welcome you back inside of a chilly LeRoy Hayes Field. 45-degree temperatures here. It's cloudy, it's rainy, it's miserable. Well, I guess not really rainy, but it's miserable. But I'm still having a lot of fun. Bobcats and the Buffaloes on senior day, turning into senior night here if they go any further. 2:11 to go here in the on fourth down here in the third quarter. It looks like they're going to go for it. Last time they went for it on fourth, it was a touchdown. There'll be a run up the near side here for the Bobcats. I don't think it was enough, and there we go. He got marked down short of the first. And Mountain View will take over here and inside of the 40-yard. Wait, we got flags on the ground here. So let's see. Looks like Brockton Walker was the one that got the tackle there. So let's see what the Zebras have decided happened on the field there. I didn't see the flag until after the scrum had cleared, so I don't know. It could be anyone here. And it is unnecessary roughness on the Mountain View Buffaloes. It happened after the play, according to the referee. I think it's still going to be Mountain View ball. Not so sure, but either way, that's still a blow to field position here for Buffaloes.
Offsetting penalties.
So offsetting penalties. Uh-oh. So it looks like it might still be Mountain View possession. So the turnover on downs is still in effect there, but the Buffaloes will now be behind the 50-yard line. They'll actually be right there. You can see the ball spotted right there at about the 43-yard line in Mountain View territory. So if they get the turnover here, this could mean a lot of trouble here for the Buffaloes. Shotgun rolls out to the right side. He's looking to pass. He's going to sling it, and it is caught. And he's got room to run. He is taken down. The catch made by, I think that was Isaac Linford. And that will get him back into Bobcat territory. First down, Buffaloes. Well, Justice Platt's had a couple of down drives, but he's gotten himself back into position here. 1:48 to go here in the third quarter. First and 10, Buffaloes here on the 29-yard line, 9 yards away from Mountain View red zone. Rolling out to the right side. He's going to get ready to throw if he wants to here. Slings it across and almost picked off. The coaches over there, they're doing film right next to me. Just one of them had the same reaction I did. Just, wow. That could have been a fantastic play there by Dukes. And the Bobcats have had plays like that by Dale Dukes and Nolan Collins. A lot of crucial interceptions inside the opponent red zone. Isaac Linford and Brockton Walker switching sides of the field here, so it looks like Linford's going to be lined up near side receiver here. And the Buffalo's going to get the play call here. I've noticed they don't really do huddles anymore, do they? The snap. And a run to the near side. He's got some room to run, and he is brought down near the sideline. Small gain on the play by Justice Platts. They'll bring up third down, I think 7 off a 3-yard gain, or actually 4-yard gain according to the scorekeepers. A 4-yard gain for the Buffaloes here. It'll bring up third down and 6 on the play.
Third down and 9.
Well, it's not as cold. I mean, I remember back in 2019 when I was down in Glen Rock following the Birders and Bobcats game. This isn't nearly as cold as it was down there. It was like 20 degrees. It's only 40 degrees right now. Slings it across the left side, and it is caught. Still on its feet and brought down near the sideline. That is going to bring up, trying to see where they mark the ball down. It'll be fourth down for the Buffaloes off of Walker. So fourth and 2 coming up at the final 60 seconds of this third quarter. Bobcats have made multiple successful stops here, and Mountain View might not have much of a choice but to go for it here. Field position has been crucial in this game here. Bobcats making some noise and making our camera rattle. Here they come on a run up the left side. It should be a first down and just a little bit more. So Justice Platts kept it there on the run. Even if Mountain View scores, it's not particularly the end of the world. And a run here by Platts. He's going to get wrapped up and taken to the ground there for a gain of about 6 or maybe even 7. Clock continues to wind down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year. That's the end of the third quarter. And we're going to take a quick break here. Bobcats still on top, 13-6 here on senior night here against the Mountain View Buffaloes, the number 1 ranked team in all of Class 2A according to WyoPreps. We'll be right back here at LeRoy Hayesfield. 12 minutes to go here in tonight's matchup. Let's welcome you back inside of LeRoy Hayesfield, home of the Thermopolis Bobcats. The fourth quarter getting ready to start. The last 12 minutes of our coverage of the season at LeRoy Hayesfield, unless Thermopolis decides to get a soccer team last minute. But anyway,
somebody has kicked on the flashers, but your flashers are going on. Your emergency flashers are going on in a dark-colored Suburban.
Okay, that's not mine. Every time they announce a car, it's like I get super nervous. And I'm like, is that me? Second down coming up here for the Buffaloes. Ball is on the 9-yard line. By the way, red zone alert for the Mountain View Buffaloes. Bobcats trying to defend the end zone. Platts running to the left side. He's going to have some room here. And the tackle, he breaks one tackle, and he is, I think, just a little bit short. And it looks like there might have been a fumble here. And the Bobcats recover! Oh, man, it's play after play after play today. The Bobcats on point. And the student section cheering the fumble recovery by your Thermopolis Bobcats. First and 10. They stopped the touchdown by Justice Platts. It has not been a good second half for the young man. He's had a great game passing-wise, but running-wise, that's a bit of a different story. And the Bobcats get extremely lucky, and they will take over. And it looks like a flag on the play. It's false start on the Bobcats. So that will move them back just a little bit. I loved seeing the student section and the cheerleaders here. The band, obviously, in very limited capacity today, but they did still show up. We're on to the far side for the Bobcats. It'll bring up second down. Oh, he's still on his feet here. Forward progress is stopped. He did get some yards on the play, so second down is going to come up for the Bobcats. Now, if I'm Thermopolis, I guess running the ball wouldn't be such a bad idea, but try to space it out just a little bit here. Try and run that clock down as much as you can. Don't give Mountain View much time to score here. All of the Bobcats games have been extremely close, with the exception of one. I think it was the Cokeville game. But most of them have been within 2 scores. Keep that in mind. Bobcats have had only one blowout, I think, on their end this year. I don't think even Huggies could stop that. A run toward the near side. It's going to be Stam, I think, on the run. And we got Laundry coming in here. There's a flag on the play as Stam is brought down. And it is a pile down there. Start calling him Private Pile with how many times he's been involved in the scrum down there. It's face mask on the Buffaloes. That's another penalty there for the purple and black. Kind of been shooting themselves in the foot here. Or, I'm sorry, the hoof here. With all these penalties, and that's kind of been, I don't know what's going on with Mountain View. Maybe it's just I think they know they've already gotten that first seed pretty much locked up. Because I think they're 2 games in front of Cokeville right now, who has the second seed. But Bobcats trying everything they can here to keep their playoff hopes alive. They have to win here tonight. Worland's pretty much losing to Cokeville right now. So they have to win tonight, and they will get themselves in playoff position. Mountain View, either way, a win or a loss, they'll still probably retain that first seed. However, I'm pretty sure they want to be the 72 Dolphins here. Oh, gets the turf monster, and the knee touches. He is brought down. Unfortunately, the grass, kind of the victim there. Or, sorry, the grass. Sorry, he was the victim of the grass. Nobody tackle was made by number 22, LeRoy Hayes. I remember when after LeRoy died, actually, I remember when they painted a 22 at the, I think that's when they started painting the T in the midfield, too, because they had a 22 out near the long jump pit, and then they'd paint the purple T. I don't think I'm remembering that right, actually. Run to the outside here, pitch to the outside. He's got room to run! Brought down near the 40-yard line, third down, coming up for the Bobcats. Bobcats have not been very successful this game or this season in third down situations. They had a lot of third down conversions against the Lyman Eagles. However, that was kind of a temporary first half kind of thing. They started kind of falling off in those third down conversions after that second half started. So kind of not exactly too terribly confident here that they'll convert here on third down. And even if they don't, they still got that fourth down. And we know how aggressive of a coach Bowker is. He will most likely find a way to get that ball past that stick any way he can. Bobcats playing extremely tight here. Nolan Collins coming in as a left side tight end. I think Adele Dukes is over there as right side tight end. Expect a run here. It'll be a run up the left side here. He's got a first down and just a little bit more. And that's another Bobcat first down.
Chris Aaron's about there.
Chris Aaron's on the carry, using him as a pretty good third down back here in this quarter. 8 minutes to go here, or actually 8:40 to go here in the game, here in the final game from LeRoy Hayes Field tonight, or this season. Next week, the Bobcats go on the road to Corfana Field to take on the Pinedale Wranglers, who I think they're taking on Lyman here tonight. A run up the middle here for the Bobcats. Gets a small gain on the play. Second down coming up. Like I said, Bobcats just need to try and think about running down that clock, really. Set up a Kemmerer situation, I guess, if you have to. Don't give Kemmerer too much time to score. Don't give Mountain View they're on the same corner of the state, okay? I'm sorry. But, they need to give Mountain View as little time as possible here. Because Mountain View has been using a ton of clock this game. They are a pass-heavy type team, though. So I don't know. Maybe that's why they've shooted so much clocks, because they kept converting those passes. But Mountain View has turned a lot of. They've really taken a lot of time on their time of possession here tonight. So Bobcats need to give them as little time as possible to work with. We know how Justice Platts has done under pressure tonight. He has not done very well. So with that, Bobcats, if they score here, that might seal it, I guess. Or maybe not really seal it, because Mountain View could score on that upcoming drive and then take the onside kick. But it'll make this a little bit more of a comfortable lead for the Bobcats. It'll be a run up the far side. He's going to be driven back by a herd of Buffaloes on the play there. Third down is coming up for the purple and gold. Tried to give it off to Chris Aarons once again. Did not work that time. 7 minutes to go here in tonight's coverage. Just a friendly reminder of our upcoming broadcast. We actually have 2 coming up this next week. Next week we're going to Pinedale, as we said, for football, and then we're turning around, coming back to Thermopolis for middle school girls basketball, as the Thermopolis Middle School Lady Bobcats take on the Rocky Mountain Middle School Grizzlies. They'll be coming up to Donald T. Simpson Gymnasium here in Thermopolis at Thermopolis Middle School. Of course, we may be broadcasting the game, but we are also encouraging you to come up to Thermopolis Middle School tomorrow, or sorry, not tomorrow, next Saturday if you are able to, and support your Lady Bobcats. A run here. It looks like a fumble, potentially. I think he kept a hold on it there.
Same stand on the
Stam's gotten himself a little bit beat up here tonight. So it looks like a timeout for Mountain View. So we're gonna step aside real quick and take a quick break. Mountain View using their first of 3. We'll be right back from LeRoy Hayes Field. 13-6 here with about 6:19 to go on the board. Okay, I think I know what the cheerleaders are throwing. I think they're like breast cancer awareness ribbons or something because they're definitely pink. So it is a pink out night, by the way. If you're wondering why the players and cheerleaders and everybody and their mothers wearing pink tonight, it is Bobcats pink out night. At least that's what we heard from the cheer squad at the beginning of the game. 6 minutes to go, halfway through the fourth quarter. We're in the home stretch here. Bobcats probably going to punt it away here. Dale Dukes to punt it. Yeah, you know they're probably going to try to run. Oh, for Lord's sakes. All right, fans, we're starting to run into some more internet issues. Now is not the best time. LeRoy Hayes Field Wi-Fi. It's going to be a run here for the quarterback. Flats taken down. Close to the first down, but I think he's just a little short. Short like Napoleon there. Third down coming up for the Buffaloes. 3rd and 2, actually, it looks like.
6 on the play, bring up 3rd down and 2.
Well, the sticks getting a little bit shorter here. 3rd down and 2. 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Bobcats have got a couple more stops. There'll be a run up the middle for the quarterback. Looks like a first down, but he didn't get too far on the play. And I think he's just short of midfield as Justice Platts gets him another Buffalo first down. It looks like the tight end moving out now toward receiver here. One man at his hip, and it looks like offside on the Bobcats. They got one of the gray jerseys to jump there. It'll bring up first down again for the Buffaloes.
Offside, Bobcats.
They got one. I think they got the defensive end to jump there. I think that was, I'm trying to see, number 77. If I'm right, then I think that might have been Brody Sorensen on the jump there. But coming off the field is going to be Rhett Hunt. Looks like we got one coming on. It is Gavin Huntington. Or sorry, check that. Actually, it is Landon Salas. The snap. It'll be another run. It looks like it'll be an option play here. Pitches it out to the right side. What a hit! Oh, who made that hit? It was sent him flying there. That was Dale Dukes on the tackle. From the corner, just came out of nowhere to make the hit. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Dale Dukes on the tackle.
Here comes Mountain View, lining up 2nd and 9. 4 minutes to go here in the game. This is Kemmerer all over again. Rolling out to the right side. He's under a lot of pressure here. They're going to move to the left side. He's going to run. Far side still on his feet, and he's taken down at the 30-yard fumble. And it looks like it was taken by the Bobcats down to the far side. I think that was a fumble there. I'm not quite sure. By the way, the fans are celebrating. The Bobcats get the ball back.
Bobcats take over.
Oh, man. Oh, man, these Bridger Valley teams are going to give me a freaking heart attack, man. It was Lyman last week. It's Mountain View this week. Bobcats, where was this earlier in the season is my question.
Bobcats.
There'll be a run here for Dukes. He's got some yards there. I think he picked up about half the chain there. Second down and 5 coming up for the Bobcats. Mountain View still has 2 timeouts to burn here. They will most likely use those in the next minute or so. But Bobcats are just going to try and run down the clock here. Mountain View I don't really see as a team that is going to just lie down and give up. I honestly think Brett Walk is going to try and milk this as much as he can here. But the Bobcats, they have a ton of momentum right now. If they just don't make any mistakes here, they could walk away with their biggest win of the season. And that's not, I mean, that overtime win was pretty big, right? But, you know, the snap. There'll be a run up the gut. He's got it. Zane Stam close to the sticks. Third down coming up. Zane Stam made that one look easy, and a timeout is coming up. Mountain View timeout. So we'll take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. You are watching Bobcat football here on Senior Day here from Thermopolis. We welcome you back inside of LeRoy Hayes Field, home of the Thermopolis Bobcats. Crunch time here as the Bobcats in a must-win situation to get themselves that 4th seed in the playoffs as of Week 7. Right now, the scores kind of look like this. Right now, I think it's the 4th quarter. Or sorry, we actually have to reload the page real quick, but right now, the final score out of Worland. The Warriors lost to Cokeville 22-7. Bobcats, if they win tonight, will get that 4th seed. A run up the gut. He's got it. It's a fumble.
Fumble on the play.
Mountain View celebrating. They just gave Mountain View another chance. Like I said, this is Kemmerer all over again. And like I said earlier, even if Mountain View scores, that's not the end of the world. Because they still have to go for 2, and even if they do get 2, oh, wait. Oh, never mind. If they do get 2, they will get the lead. But Bobcats have done pretty well stopping 2-point conversions. Actually, I think Mountain View could probably get away with going for the field goal. Or not field goal, but PAT. 1st and 10 for the Buffaloes. 2:27 to go here from Thermopolis. Three receivers lined up near side. It looks like they're keeping it empty on the left side. He's going to roll out to left. It's going to be caught. And he's going to be shot. He's going to be driven back. Second down coming up. I don't think I see any flags down here. No pink, no yellow, no nothing.
Dale Dukes on the tackle.
Dale Dukes again coming out of nowhere on that far side and making a crucial stop. Bobcats need a couple more plays like that. Clock running, ball on the Mountain View 44-yard line. The snap, he's going to roll back. Look at the throw. He's got time. Roll out to the left side. Drops up, he's going to step up and he's going to throw. And it's caught. And the hit will not jar the ball loose. And that was Brockton Walker on the catch. They gave the quarterback way too much time in the pocket there. We had a guy down there on that far side that kind of was pancaked. Popped up, but he wasn't there in time. They should have tried to go for the sack there. And now the Buffaloes have broken into Bobcat territory. They have to make a stop here. Snap, drops back to pass. Looking to throw. Pressure. Pocket collapses. We got a flag. He's going to pump fake. He's going to run near side. He is brought down on the play. Zane Stam on the tackle.
Stam's on the tackle. Back on the carry.
So Justice Pratt used his legs there, but let's see what the flag was for. The PA announcer said holding. I'm not so sure if I would call that early just yet, though. And it is on. It is holding on the Buffaloes. And that will drive them back a little bit there. That is the kind of luck that the Bobcats needed. The Mountain View would probably be up 21-13 if it wasn't for the fact of these penalties. I genuinely do think that. Things falling into the right place here for the Buffaloes. Bobcats, I just forgot, if they win this, it'll also give them a winning record heading into the Pinedale game. Draws back to throw, getting ready. Throws it. He's going to sling it deep. Down to the goal line. And it's back. He's got it. He's got it. Down. Down, Dukes on the interception. Get it back. Get it back. Down, Dukes on the pick of his life. Oh, I apologize to our fans here for losing my mind, but what a play! What a play! Oh, please don't tell me there was a penalty. That would make me look like an idiot. I hope they can't penalize the Bobcats for what I just did there. I didn't even realize that could probably have been unsportsmanlike conduct or something. Well, I think they're just switching out the ball here. I think that's all they're doing. 1:15 left in the game. Mountain View still has a timeout left, but the Bobcats could try. What? A penalty on the Bobcats. What for? Oh man. That wasn't on me, was it? Was that just pass interference or? I hope that wasn't on me. I don't know if it's possible to penalize a team for. I don't know, but it might have just been PI there. I think honestly, but a run here breaks through the line. It's a pile, and I think he lost a yard on the play. It was half the distance to the goal line. I saw a Bobcat break through there. So again, I apologize for that. Timeout for Mountain View, so they'll use their last timeout here. We'll take a quick break. I'd like to apologize for looking like an idiot there. So it was, I think it was pass interference with what the penalty was on. Look, it's only one of two possibilities. Either they penalize the Bobcats for unsportsmanlike conduct because of me, or it was pass interference on Dale Dukes. Either way, we'll take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. Bobcats are, I think, 6 yards back from the first down. Or check that, not 6. Wait, are they? I don't know where the ball's at, but I think they're 4 yards back actually. So the Bobcats did have a pretty good stop there. They got to have a couple more like that though. 1:10 to go here in the game. And here comes the snap and a run up the middle, and it doesn't get anywhere. I think he lost yards there. Brings up third down for the Buffaloes. No flag there. I think I might honestly just be bad luck for the Bobcats. I don't know. I think I might be bad luck. Like it's like a black cat. I just realized I'm wearing my Jaguars jacket, so quite literally a black cat. Anyway. But yeah, third down is coming up. I think 3rd and 6, or 3rd and 4 at the very least. So what is going on here? I think they nailed it there. So 4th down coming up here. And what happens? What happens? The Bobcats win! The Bobcats get a win here! And the Bobcats win here 13-6 here at LeRoy Hayesfield.
That is the ball game, Bobcat fans.
Next week, the Bobcats hit the road. They go to Pinedale. And with this win, the Bobcats put themselves as the 4th seed so far heading into next week. 13-6, the final score. The ambulance is lit up. The fire truck, I think, is lit up over there. And would you look at that? And I'm going to deliver to you our player of the game, brought to you by Two Basin Sports Network, is Dell Dukes, the senior on senior night. It was a very tough decision between Chris Aarons, Dell Dukes, and Zane Stamp. It was an extremely tough position. You also had Justice Platts and you had Colby Royt that could have been candidates. And I have given player of the game to opposing teams plenty of times. But the player of the game is Dell Dukes for the Bobcats. 13-6. Bobcats beat Mountain View in 2022, but that was when the Buffaloes were not doing so hot. The Buffaloes are no longer undefeated. They win on senior night. They have toppled the undefeated Mountain View Buffaloes, the #1 team in Class 2A. And this will also put them at right now with that loss to Cokeville. It does put them as the #4 seed as of week